Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Creators Connect series. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. It is truly appreciated. And if you are new here, please do consider subscribing if you like this video. In today's episode of the show, we are joined by a DJ. Talk about diversity on the series, right? We are joined by a DJ from Zimbabwe. His name is Takudzwa Mfote, and he goes by the name DJ Made Her Believe. In this episode of the show, we talk about the inspiration behind his name, Made Her Believe, which is absolutely interesting story. We also talk about the fact that DJing is just not merely compiling a bunch of cool tracks and hitting nicks after every track. There's a lot of intentionality and creativity that goes into creating the perfect set and making sure that it sounds good. So just sit back, relax, and let's connect with DJ MHB. Let's go. Sweet. Okay, so the first question has to do with you studying telecommunications. You're a telecommunications student. You told me that. And the question is, where does that fit into your plan? Is telecoms something you want to do after graduating, or is DJ long term? Or are you doing DJing just for now, or like what's the plan there? Please let us know.
Okay, so basically, telecommunications was actually like my third option in terms of university. Actually,
wow.
My first being aviation, understudy being a pilot. Second was mechanical engineering. Then, so it's one of those. At the start of it all, I really wasn't keen on it. Then slowly, as I started, with the degree, I noticed, this is actually pretty cool. So in the long term, DJing is really where my heart is. Like, I really enjoy it.
Thanks.
So, with uni, it's one of those, like you're trying to balance, with economies and everything.
Yes.
But my main goal really is to push the DJing. So, also telecommunications, be it if I'm linked to the radio station, I can be a telecommunications engineer at a radio station. I also do DJing at the radio station. So that's, what I'm hoping to do, actually, provided both sides, involved.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty lit. I know for me, definitely, it's the same thing. I'm here studying business, but where my heart is definitely in content creation. It's photography, it's videos, it's graphic design, all that jazz. But you gotta have a backup plan, you gotta have something to fall back on. You gotta be smart with it moving forward in this day and age.
And like what you're saying, man, like with how things are in Zim, people out here saying, creators really, it's not really seen as something.
Exactly.
So you're trying to break that and be like, no, man, as much as, I love to do this, I enjoy it, I'm passionate about it, I can still, do something decent, get a following and grow my,
100%.
So yeah.
I vibe with that. So the question links to you studying telecommunications. How do you balance the two? How do you balance what I'm assuming is a very hectic and demanding DJing career and a very hectic and demanding as well degree program? How do you find a balance between the two, bro?
To be honest, it's hard. I'm still adjusting. But I've been doing it for like a year or two now, both school and DJing. So what I normally do is Monday to Friday, because I learn every day 8 to 6, because I have practicals and everything.
Dang, bro. What?
So it's crazy. It's crazy. So what I do is, so when I started off, I only played Saturday. So it was fine. So probably hometown, call me Saturday 2 to 6 p.m. Do my sets, maybe just watch the other DJ, then go back to school, because I stay on campus.
Okay.
Then when I slowly started growing, I started playing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Dang.
So now I was at a situation whereby, I have school Monday to Friday, then I'm DJing, let's say Wednesday to Sunday. So basically, it's one of those. I started asking for them to move around my practicals, having them earlier during the week, so that I can cater for the DJing.
Special treatment.
Then towards exams, then towards exams, man, I'll be like, yo, guys, I have exams, just 2 weeks. 2 weeks won't hurt you guys, just give me a break. But like what you're saying, like DJing now it was just one of those. I pull up to hometown or where I'm playing, I just play. But the more I started doing it, I realized, no, man, there's a certain type of way you need to play. So then now I actually need to sit down, listen to music and whatever. So it's a bit hectic. So I think I would say maybe Monday to Wednesday, I graft hard. Or maybe to Friday. Let's just say Friday. I graft hard. Okay? Because you see, the thing is, Saturday, Sunday, man, it's crazy. Like, reading those 2 days, I won't lie to you. Even Friday to Sunday, it's a lie. So usually I'll say Monday to Friday, I'm pushing.
Yep.
I have to, if it means I'm coming back, I have my supper, and I'm grinding, and I'm reading.
Yep.
Better. Because I know when weekend comes, it's not possible.
It's not happening. It's not gonna happen.
It's not happening, man. Like I just got to, like, if I'm DJing, let me DJ.
Yeah,
so, but I won't lie to you, bro. It's very hard. Like, it's crazy. Like, but hey.
It is what it is, though. I mean, it is what it is. It's good. It's good to find the balance. It's good to find the balance, and it's good to know who you are.
Yeah.
You know, if Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is coming, let's make the most of Monday to Thursday. You know what I mean? So it's good to know where you are. It's good to know where you stand. It's good to know what kind of workload you're able to take and which one you're not able to take, and work around that. But it's very important to find the balance, which I'm glad that you found. It's not easy. But I mean, you mentioned playing at hometown. You mentioned being called to hometown and playing there. So that's one of the places you played. But aside from playing at hometown regularly, you've played at Fields, Fiesta, Unplugged, Elysium Summerfest, I think it's called. The question is, what's next? What's your dream appearance? Where else would you like to perform? I mean, that's a big roundup of names there. There's a big events you've played at. For sure, but what's next for you? What's next for DJ Made Her Believe?
Right, so now, currently I'm trying to get into Unplugged.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into, like, one club where I know I'm ready to DJ. Like, I was looking at Wood or Pablo's. But, like, and also there's one big event that I'm eyeing on, also, which is quite big, the Vic Falls Carnival.
Okay, yes. Big
so,
stuff.
That's one major one. But I feel like on a scale based on Zim, Falls would be, the Carnival.
That's
would
it.
be one of my
100%.
That'll be the it thing. So that's where I'm heading to.
Okay. I love that. And out of all the places you've played, it's sort of like a two-part question. Out of all the places and events you've been able to be a part of, which one was your favorite crowd and why was it? So in terms of, like, logistics and how the event was planned, which one stands out to you the most and why?
That's a tough one. I think it was Elysium.
Okay.
Because what happened was I was sharing the stage with, like, big DJs.
Yeah, dude.
So I was the youngest. Most of these gigs that I did, I was the youngest. So what happened is I pulled up because I was at hometown first. Then they hit me up. They're like, "Hey, yo, come through. It's now your time to play." And I was like, "Nah, great." I get there. They're telling me, "Nah, the stage isn't ready. Everything's not yet ready." And the other DJs can't play because it's not ready. So we need you to play.
Whoa!
I was like,
hectic.
So basically, which the crowd was more of like 25 going up. So I was a bit nervous. Like, it was crazy because I feel like we were, like, with your question on my type of crowd, it's more of maybe just out of high school, university, that type of crowd. So I'm more comfortable with that crowd. So I get there, they're like, "No, listen, you have to play." And I was like, "No, shout out." I did my sets, nice. Then I left, went back to hometown. They called me again. "Nah, hey, please, can you be filling in DJ? Other DJs on chat."
Wow.
So they gave me around, I think 8, 9. Came back. Then I stayed up again. So the funny thing is, I played just before XQ, which was crazy because, like in my head, I was there like, okay, I open this event, Reverb's gonna come through, Raiders gonna come through, Tammy, all these guys. Next thing they're like, "Hey, no, we want to have your set just before XQ."
You're like, what the heck?
So I'm just there like, what should I play in my head? And then, I was just like, yo, hey man, don't think about it, just chat. So funny thing is, I get on stage. My laptop freezes.
Oh.
So then the advantage I had was DJ Tamuka was also on stage. So he's like to me, "Nah, calm down. There's a reason you're here." He hypes me up. Then I'm just like, "Hey, man." Then I started off, with the standard. I'm on piano. Then, it was crazy.
Everyone's there, like, pumped.
Bro, I'm sure even Stavo was just like, "Nah, they liked you. I'm watching it." Like, he's like, "Hey, man." I'm watching it.
I love
Yeah, so I think for me, man, that was the event. Man.
What an experience,
You know,
dude.
despite yeah.
I mean, you're there and you're like, what's the worst that could happen? And your laptop freezes.
Man,
like, what the
I was just like,
what the
I was
heck,
like, yo,
bro?
man, like, so yeah, because even after Tamuka's like, yo, man, that was dope, like, yo, keep pushing. So it was quite an experience, yeah.
100%. Kudos to Tamuka for reaching out, bro, and making you feel better. I mean, you need people like that in your life. You need more people like that in the industry. Are they supporting one another, uplifting one another? And it's very interesting you mentioned Reverb 7. So I was actually chatting to one of my gents about you, and I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, what dope lad, dope beats. People are calling him the next Reverb 7. I'm like, whoa, like for real. It's like, yo, they've got a similar type of sound, similar type of vibe. And I don't know if you've ever heard that before, that particular statement.
I have actually.
Okay, so my question is, how do you feel about such a statement? I know I've heard a couple of people being likened to certain people, and they're like, no, don't liken me to that person. I'm my own kind of vibe. But I mean, it's definitely a compliment in itself. It's a statement that says a lot about who you are as an individual, being likened to such a revolutionary DJ. How does that make you feel? What do you think about that statement? The next to Reverb 7.
Like you said, bro, it's big steps.
Yes.
But like also like from where I started off, man, like I was like, cause one thing I was lucky was at hometown I was lucky that Reverb also played it. So I remember the first days I used to go to hometown, I never saw him. Then this one Friday I was told, no, come through, play. So I played just before him. Then he pulled up. So I always just heard there's a reverb, say like he's like this, like that. So I was just there like, let me actually listen to this man, So I was listening, like in a sense, I promise you, most of the time, like the first days, most of the songs you'd play are songs that I would also play. So I was now thinking to myself like, wait, what's happening? That type of thing. Like, bro, this is one of the best DJs in Zim, and like similar music comes to my head when he's playing.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, because he's also an Afro house DJ.
Yes,
so,
that's what people say. Like that Afro house.
Yeah, so
thing, you guys are
so Afro house, Afro beats. That's his vibe. So for me, like it's to be honest, I wouldn't mind be like, yo, you're the next verb, but like also like I feel like when I play also there's some uniqueness behind it. I feel like maybe the reason why they'll see me as the next is because they see like probably potential, but also like a certain trend, with music. But for me to fill those shoes, bro, hey,
big shoes,
it's crazy, bro. It's scary, but like I don't lie to you, man. Like I look up to him. It's crazy, but like in Zim, man, like. That's the guy for me, man. Like,
dude, Reverb is fire, bro. Like,
so,
it goes without saying. It goes without saying.
So, I don't know, man. So it's cool, but also, like you said, it's a bit, like, as much as I wanna be unique, man. Like, I feel like these people are there for a reason. They're to push us.
Yep.
They push us to a certain limit. They guide us. So, for now, I'm alright with being told, yo, man,
the next Reverb.
Trying to fill up those shoes, but like, yo, man, cool. If I can surpass the boy, man, it'll be a blessing as well.
100%. And it's interesting that you mentioned that these guys are there for a reason. It's people we look up to. They set standards and push limits so that we can be able to do the same. So the question now is, what are you, as a creator, what are you looking to change in the creative community? Or are you just here to play music? Are you someone who's like, one day I want people to look up and be like, yo, what MHB has done, I want to get there. What MHB has done, I want to be able to achieve as well. Is there anything in particular you want to change in the creative community, maybe specifically in the music industry? Or you're just here to play music and have a good time? Deep questions.
So, it's pretty deep, bro. So, to be honest, it just started off as me playing music.
Yeah.
Like, I won't lie to you, man. It's one of those, sit down, get music, be like, yo. Then, with my mixes, like, when I make a mix, it's based on, how I'm feeling.
Yep.
So, I won't lie to you. At times, people can be like, yo, we want a piano mix, but I'm not feeling it. So, it's one of those, I'm really trying to actually, like, make people feel some type of way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to, as much as it's fun playing other people's music, but I'm, I'm trying to change it in a way whereby I'm now producing my own music. I'm now, like, as much as, most of the music that producers play here is, we don't have our own, like, what can I say, like our own, what can I say? Because like how Afrobeats, Nigeria, Ghana,
yes, they
House,
represent
South
it.
Africa.
They definitely represent
Yeah,
it.
so I feel with Zim, like people are taking those different, like portions of the music industry and trying to create their own. So I feel like I'm also I'm really more on that SA tip, that Afro house.
Yes.
So that's where I'm trying to bring that to Zim.
Okay.
But then maybe change it up just a little bit. Maybe, because I really want to, have an impact on the creators. Like, yo, as a DJ, you can also face no production. You can actually create a different sound, I believe, in Zim, and like, our taste is really not within, like, people really keen on what's outside.
Yeah.
In local, it's not really. So, I mean, as a start, we bring that international stuff, but then later on, we diversify and, really create our own sound that speaks to the people. So in the long term,
I vibe with that.
Yeah, so that's where that's where my head is right now. That's where I'm trying to put.
That's dope, dude. And I know you've been playing, you've been DJing for a while now. What, 1-2 years or so?
It's about 2.
About 2 years or so. Okay, so the question is, was that always the dream? Like, did you just grow up 10-year-old kid like, yo, dude, I want to grow up and be a DJ? Or what's your earliest memory of you trying to express this love of music that you have?
To be honest, it was never, bro.
So what was there before this DJing thing? Who did you want to be? What was the dream? And then how did this music thing manifest?
So I always wanted to actually be a cricket player. Yeah. So it's one of those, I used to play cricket, then, high school, choir, but, you just used to sing, go to, combined,
I stayed fit, whatnot.
Yeah. So it was this, singing, music, but then there's a point in my life, 2014, a lot happened, man. Like, as a person, a lot of challenges. I faced a lot of challenges. So in that moment, I wasn't very open to people.
Yep.
Then, I started, then I really started, paying attention to music. Like, I would probably just listen to music. But then I was just like to myself, if music can make you feel some type of way, man. Like, when you play, you can make someone happy by playing. You can make them sad. You can make them feel chill. So that period really just, because I won't lie to you, bro. Like, comfort from friends and everything was nice enough, but then music just hit a...
Slap
and I just, yeah. So slowly, that's when I started, just making mixes for fun. Send a couple of people. So, yeah, so music really hit, like, I'll just say maybe 2015, And then I remember my first gig was at a wedding. So what happened was, it was like an anniversary. So the DJ was there. He was just like, hey, I want you to look after this. The people about to come out and dance. I just want you to play the song. I was like, cool. Halfway down, these guys are playing. I started playing the siren from nowhere. Then it just started making a funny noise, huh? So everyone was looking at the DJ booth like,
what's going on?
So me being me and I liked it, I just ran off, Then, the DJ came through, he fixed everything. Then he's like, nah, it happened. So from then I was just like, despite, you being scared and everything, that attention for like 2 seconds is actually not bad, man. Like, yo.
It was kind of nice.
It was kind of lit, you know what I mean? So, hey, what if you're actually good at this, man? Like, you can be So I think from there, man, like, I just, bro, from there, I was just like, let me actually try it out, man. People like my mixes, I was just fooling around with, virtual DJ next thing, I'm just pressing everything. Then from there, that's when it kicked off. Then, slowly I started enjoying it, started growing. And yeah, man, this will be here.
That's a pretty interesting backstory as for myself. I don't know what it is with Zim kids in sports, bro. I thought I was going to be playing soccer, bro. I love soccer to the end.
Yeah.
I love ish, dog, to the end.
Yeah.
But ish, it is what it is. I think God's always got a different plan, God
Straight up. Straight up.
One you never see coming. But once you get there, it's truly amazing, truly beautiful. And,
True, bro. True.
It's absolutely amazing. Okay, being a DJ. Here's a challenging concept or a challenging topic of conversation.
Okay.
People are like, as a DJ, you're just there, you just compile a bunch of tracks that are popular and you put them one after the other. Anybody can DJ, whatever. It's nothing special. Do you agree with that? Or there are certain things that you've had to master as a DJ, things that people don't necessarily know. If there's anything that you've learned that you're like, you know what, this definitely separates us from a person who just compiled the playlist and just plays a bunch of tracks. There's definitely an artistry and a creativity that comes into being a DJ.
Okay. So to be honest, bro, it's really not just compiling.
Yes, I believe
it really
100%,
isn't.
100%.
Like there's a lot, and I'm grateful every day I keep learning.
Mm-hmm.
But from where I am right now, I can safely say that DJs are needed, bro. It's one thing for a DJ to just play next. Then there's one whereby transitions, making people feel some type of way. Like I was saying before, like I remember the moments whereby when you're playing and you're reading your vibe, because really you're setting you have a crowd of people that are watching, that are listening.
Knowing your crowd as well, hey.
Yeah, like I won't lie to you. Maybe I feel like what people don't realize is, I feel like when you're drunk, and when you're sober, they're two different things. When you're listening to music, like I won't lie to you. When a DJ plays for maybe people that are lit, half the time people won't remember what he's doing. But when you have a chance to actually play for people and they're sober and they're really paying attention to what you're doing, most cases they appreciate, because one needs to know beats. This is 32 beats, this is 64, this one, you transition into the next one. Not every song can get into the next song. Like, wow. As much as, one can just sit down and just, hear like a whole album, one after the other. For a DJ, man, you're trying
There's more to it than that.
Yeah, like for me, I don't like it when I'm playing. So when I'm playing, usually, be it wherever, I target certain people. I see how they react to the music. So I can play 5 songs and I see how they react. If they don't, I have to switch it up. Maybe, go Zim, Nigeria, America. Or maybe Zim. Is this based on? So really, it's really a lot. Because every day people are dropping new songs. Yeah. Every day people, as much as they want to hear the new stuff, they also some people want to hear that, when I was in 2000, when I was, 2001, when I was 18. Like, yes, I used to pop to, so as much as people just feel it's next, DJs really sit down, DJs really think and be like, yeah, we really plan these things. Like, it's really, and I feel based on where you want to go with the DJ, the more you learn, bro, there's more you need to know keys, you need to know BPMs, the speeds, 125, all that you need to know it by head. Whereby if I'm playing, because I remember once I was talking to, Reverb, he was like, to me, as a DJ, I can give you my laptop, but you never play the exact same set as me. You can never touch the crowd the way I do, because we're different. So when people start realizing that DJs have different vibes, DJs make people feel in a different way, it will never be the same. Because trust me, bro, picking songs, it's not easy. It's not.
Dang, that is deep. I was not expecting that. Okay, just like outside, maybe within being a DJ or just being a creative in general, I know you've found yourself in circles of really talented and creative artists. You mentioned a bunch of names in there. What's been your biggest lesson? 2 years being a DJ, 2 years being a creative individual. What has been your biggest lesson? Not just being a DJ, but just being a creative in general. What's the one thing that stands out the most as a lesson that you always will take with you?
That's a lot, but hey, the one. Okay, let's see.
I mean, you can share more than one. If it's...
So my first lesson, bro. Being the youngest, where I was playing, man. people really, you know, like I won't lie to you, people seeing a DJ for the first time was really nuts. You know, it was really difficult. Even with other DJs I was working with, bro, I think I only started getting compliments 2 months in.
Wow.
From them. So one thing I've learned is to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Made to believe, you know, believe. But like, yeah, I'm playing. But like, believing in yourself is key. Like, there are days I used to question myself. Like, bro, are you actually good? Like, you know, even when I pulled out, even on my first time getting there, man, like, the guy calls me, he's like, yo, pull up. I pull up, I play. He's like, okay, thanks for coming. Then I left. He didn't say nothing to me. This was the manager. So me, I get home. I'm like, I was really going through my
scheming, dog.
And I was like, was my set well? What did I do? Did I really play well? Was I bad? Then the next day, he's like, yo, come through again. I was like, maybe he's just gonna tell me you're whack or something, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I get there. He's like, nah, I want you to play again. I was like, nah, sweet. Then I played. Next thing, I'm being introduced. So my first lesson, to be honest, is, you know, to believe. Like I don't lie, bro. It's and apart from believing, I feel once you tell yourself, or you set a mindset whereby you're like, you know what, I'm doing what I love. A lot of people can say what they want to say, but, you know, I'm doing this because I love it, man. It changes how you see things, how you view things, you know. And that's one major lesson I've learned in the 2 years that I've been playing. And, you know, like, I was also lucky enough to have certain other DJs that would actually, you know, appreciate that, you know, because one advantage I had was when I was, you know, in this whole journey, man, I've met other DJs that would be like, yo, let me listen to your stuff, you know, no, this wasn't good. I think you should do like this. Nah, this is alright, but you can make it better, type of thing. So, it gave me that chance to actually, you know, work. So, major lesson for me is to believe. Like, believe in yourself, you know. I think, and like you were saying, bro, from fam, you know, a whole lot of things happen, you know. Not everyone's interested. Like, for me, man, for my parents to actually be like, yo, it's cool, bro. Go to hometown. Yes, go to, man, it was a journey, but, you know, we're here. So, yeah, I think major lesson is to believe, man. Believe in yourself. Things will work out. And have faith, yeah.
100%. It's definitely, as a creative, I heard you mentioning the part where you're like, was my work even that good? You know, when you push a grind and you put so much effort into putting out a piece or putting out content, and like everyone's just like, okay, cool. You know what? You're like, what? So within you're like, bro, but I put so much work, I planned so much time. This definitely like deserves more attention.
True.
But it takes time. It definitely takes time for people to get used to you. There's so many people doing what you're doing. There's so many photographers, so many musicians, so many DJs, and they're just used to a certain type of sound. So it takes time for people to get used to what you're doing. And like you said, to believe, to be consistent, and to have faith definitely will get you there. So I love that. On to the part about believing, I have to ask about the name that made her believe. I have to ask, like, what's the influence?
I was really hoping you wouldn't. Like, I was really hoping. Like, I was going to be like, this song's going to be my boy, and he's not going to ask this. But, hey.
But, hey, we got to ask the questions that the people need to know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where did the image B come from? Like, what's the inspiration behind that?
Bro,
we can
no,
leave
I'll
it
get
at
you.
that. We can actually just leave it at this. We can keep people in suspense. We can just like take this reaction and just put it up there like that. No one will ever have to know the real story.
bro, hey.
He's like, yay!
Hey. I might as well just tell you what up. Let me see. But I don't lie to you, bro. This is like on the spot. Like, yo, okay. Right.
I love these reactions, man.
Okay, let's go. So what happened, right? So let's go back to high school. So in high school, man, I was always in the clique, man. I was a lover boy, you know.
Which high school did you attend?
I went to St. George's College.
Okay, just so that everybody knows. Yeah.
Then they'll be out here looking for my squad. It's cool. So I was there. Then so among everyone, now there's this guy that always used to fall in love. Like I was that boy. Like I'll be like, man, I'm in love. 2 weeks done, I'm in love.
I'm in love.
I'm in love. then my homies used to be like, oh, you're in love. What do you know about love? So now it's just like me always grab with this mentality like, no, bro, I always feel some type of way, so let me express myself.
Yeah, dog.
So guys, I'm in love. It's allowed, isn't it?
Mr. Romantic.
Then, yeah, you know how it is. Then so I'm in love. So these ones always like, why you always like? So I was like, no, that's just how I am. Then ones be like, you're not supposed to be in love, man. You're just 16, you're just 17. I was like, hey, ons, I'm in love. Take it or leave it. You see? So just call me lover boy. Then we hitting up a little 6, where we not think the boys are like, but ons. Man, just with the way I always feel in love. I mean, they also feel the same way, like. So I best be making them believe something. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, it makes sense now.
So I once hinted like, hey, so one of my boys was like, let's just start off as make her believe, because since it doesn't last long and whatever, you just make, then she dips type of thing.
Yeah.
Then I was like, nah, guys. She believed. It's in the past.
It's long lasting.
Yeah, because we would even counting. Bro, like, come on. So it was one of those, like, would be like, because I promise you, the amount of girls I was like in love, I was like, I'm in love. By the time he finished high school, we're just like,
he's not serious. He doesn't know what
he's not. So then it just started off as bad. Then next thing I'm doing the DJ. Then made her believe.
Believe.
So then for me personally, like that's how the name came about, but like I mean, bro, like as I was told by my manager, these things, when I'm telling it, like you heard the full story, but like, bro, radio, it's a combination. Because really, let me not lie, there's a whole lot of things, man, like, based on the name, man. Like, there's, despite it being the concept whereby, people used to say made believe and everything, for me to now consider it as a DJ name, it's one of those, so then basically it's, when I was not looking at it from a DJing point of view and where I want to, I was looking at it with the odds of maybe it's made her believe. So it's like MHB. So it's basically a combination between me the DJ, the people, and the music. So how so basically how I then set it up is how I make people react based on the way I'm playing.
Yes.
You see,
yes.
So
I get it.
as much as much as I used to make people believe, girls, whatever, the boys and everything, high school bands, but like
bands, yes.
from a creator point of view and where I want this name to go, I want it to be made to believe. Girls, nah, man, it's really.
I've seen you even hashtag made them believe, like
the
way you play the music, the way you connect to the people when you play the music.
Yeah, like
that's what I got from it actually,
Yeah, like, bro, I'm trying to be that person whereby when I make you listen to when I'm playing, as much as you've heard the song from some other DJ, but when I play it, you be like, but hey, I feel a different way, like
I believe,
like exactly, like yo, this boy, so. Like, there's no greater feeling when I'm playing, when people start knowing the name, they're like, I believe. So the big message behind my name, man, is really, me just trying to get a message across to people, like, yo, man, I'm a DJ, I just want you to acknowledge what I'm doing and appreciate it, Not because, my name was made to believe in you, then you're like, ish, but like, because you came through, you listened, or you've listened to my mixes, and they make you feel some type of way, and you exactly. So that's really made her believe. That's how I can answer that question.
Dope, dude. What a way to end the interview. I love that. like you definitely started off as bands. Cool story behind it, but there's so much more meaning into it, and I hope people can hear that and understand the concepts behind the name. And that is all I have for today's questions. Thank you so much for joining and for being a part of it. It's super cool. I learned so much from you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It means a lot.
Before we round it off, I'm gonna test your knowledge on music. I mean, you're a DJ, so you should know every song on this list. I'm not even gonna lie. So what I've done is I've gone to your mixes. You've got a YouTube channel, which I will link in the description of this video. You've got a YouTube channel. I've gone to the mixes on your YouTube channel. So they're your mixes. They're not random mixes. And I've chosen... so you must know the songs on you must know the songs on this list. So it's about, I don't know, 10 or 11 tracks. I'm just going to give you the name of the track, and then you're going to give me the artist on the track. Right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how well you know your own mixes. I mean, come on, guys. Come on.
Let's go.
No,
hey.
No pressure though.
Just have a disclaimer before we hey guys, shout out to all the music. Alright, let's do it.
Oh, I'm dying.
I'm ready, bro.
Are you ready? We're gonna be taking pointers. We're gonna see how many you get correct, and then I think, judging from this, we're gonna see how much you're really into your music. I'm kidding. I'm playing.
Why would you say? Okay, it's cool, bro. It's cool. Let's do this.
I'm playing. Okay, let's go. The first song is Umona. Who's on that track?
TNS
is definitely on that track. The second one is Forever. Who's on the track Forever?
Yo. Forever. Wait.
Yes.
Is it Mpumi?
No.
Can I try again?
Yes, you can try. I mean, hey, there's no pressure. It's not an exam, bro. Take your time with it.
Okay. Alright, let me.
If you want to go play your mix,
No, I can't play my mix though. But hey, you know what? If you hum, I will know. I mean, don't you wanna hum the ad forever?
Yeah, that's a problem.
No, wait,
that's
forever.
A problem, actually.
Forever.
Me humming it is a bit.
No. Hey. We'll be back to this one.
We don't want people to stop listening to the video.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Okay, we'll come back to it. No pressure. The next one is Prayer for the Rain.
Oh, that's Black Coffee.
100%. Actually, Black Motion. Is it not Black?
Prayer for Rain. My bad.
Yes.
My bad.
You got the black part, so we'll give you half a point. We'll give you half a point for that. The next one is Jerusalem.
Master KG.
Easy money. You look like you're doubting. You look like you're doubting there.
No,
okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely Master KG. Gibambe. How do I say that correctly?
Gibambe. Oh, that's Heavy K.
Yes. Okay. Akana Mali.
Should be something so.
No.
There's San L musician in it.
Yes, it's San L musician. It's definitely San L musician. Then the next track is Energy.
Local Zim Talent? Is that the one?
It's actually not local Zim Talents.
Energy.
From the mixes I played.
Oh.
The ones that are currently on your.
Isn't it Wizkid?
It is Wizkid and Skepta, okay. Yes.
Yes.
The man knows.
Hey. I'm trying, bro. I'm on the spot.
Okay, on the low.
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is Jogodo.
Techno,
100%. That was a big track when it came out.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it. You can hear the track.
I can sample it.
Okay. The next one is Tonight. I love this track actually.
Da da da. Yes, that one, right? Wizkid
and R2Bs.
Yeah. That's a vibe, man.
Okay, the last one, also a very dope track, is Take Over. Who's on Take Over? The track Take Over.
Mr. Easy.
Yes, Mr. Easy and the Beat Freaks. The man knows his music. Come on, give him some props.
That Forever Adam is not in my mixes, though. That Forever Adam.
It's definitely in your mixes, dog. It's definitely in your mixes, 100%. I can check right now.
Hey. Forever.
Paisitelo. Forever Bicycle. I promise you it's in your next episode.
Okay, I think I know it now. I know it now. I know it.
That's the R. That's the R. Yes. That's the R. It's definitely in your mix.
My bad.
No, but it was. I mean, dude, you nailed it. If we're right in Cambridge, you definitely get an A star. You know, you just like got one wrong. You know what I mean? You know it is.
I know it is.
Dude, it's such a vibe. It's been such a vibe. It's been so.
Thank you, my bro.
To get to sit down with you, to get a hang, to get to learn from you as well. It's been super
means a lot.
I hope I can meet you sometime in person.
Same.
Get to connect with you, get to chill, get to hang, maybe make content or whatever that is. But it's been truly a privilege. Yo, dude, it's a sign, dude. It's time to cut. The bundles are depleted, my gents.
Cool. We were together. We were together. Then,
but dude, I've been speaking English for what, like 30 minutes now, bro. Like, come on. You know it is.
It's alright. It's alright, my G. We good. It's allowed.
Good.
It's allowed, man.
It's allowed. I love. Good vibes, dog. Thank you so much.
No,
I hope to hear you live someday. I need to hear you live someday, actually.
Now we trying to fix the whole
plug
thing.
One of your events. Get there. Support the boy. Here for it, 100%.
Definitely.
Again,
and shout out to you, man. Like, I just want to say, keep hustling. I respect your hustle. Keep pushing, man. I really appreciate you giving me this chance to let others know my talent and everything.
Thank you
it
so
really
much.
means a lot, bro.
It's honestly a pleasure. The pleasure is definitely all mine. We'll link up and stay safe and take care.
Same.